Hello and welcome to another episode of Viking Conquest Bloody campaign on Cookout Gaming. Last episode we left off, returning from a little free roaming on Ireland. I'm heading to the weaponsmith now to improve the newly found named sword we acquired and see what we can do. Actually, let's check it out, the sword first. It does 28 damage. Now I'm curious what he can do with it. I want to improve Dragonadil. For 2,500, he can make it heavy. Well, that's quite pricey, but that's expected to be expensive from a high quality weapon. We're going to invest even more. We can make it balanced for another 5,700, but yeah, okay. And let's see what he can do. Tempered, agreed, for another 1,900. This time it's quite cheaper. And let's see if we can do it more. No, he cannot make it even better. There we go, 32 damage. Yeah, that was quite a hefty investment, but the damage output increased considerably. I think 6 points, something like that. So that's a lot. That's a lot. Quite a hefty investment. I know we spent like 10,000, but now we have a very, very, very good sword. Okay, there's a competition going on in the city, and of course we're going to join the competitions because competitions bring us renown and money if we win, and we're going to bet on ourselves because we are quite certain of ourselves. With a good strategy, we will be able to take them down. Woo! I have to be careful. Just focusing on some other guy and hit the second one. There we go. Closer than I expected. So we have to be careful. These guys have lots of swords. 2 teams, 2 fighters each. Oh, we have a spear. That's bad. Oh, that's bad. I'm not good with spears. Let's see if we can separate them. Yeah. They're a little bit drawn out of position. I mean, spears are good, but you need to practice with these guys. And therefore, I prefer other weapons. Now we will trust this sword, which is good. We're going to hold the position because they are not arriving in a cohesive unit. Thus, we will make use of our superior numbers and take them down, and thus win the round easily. There we go. Piece of cake. With a decent weapon, we can outflank them. Easy peasy. And still, 4 fighters each. Lots of competitors in this tournament. And we got a sword again. So I'm not too worried about these guys. Although they are coming in a close pack. Well, one guy is separated. So we are 4 on 3. Whoops. Careful, careful. There we go. I just need to be a little bit more careful. Keep my guard up. I'm not supposed to get hit at all. 2 on 2. Okay. Oh, spears. Throwing spears. And then, okay, an axe. Axe is fine. Axe is fine. Yes. Shield is down. Hey, how dare you to dodge? What? How is this guy still alive? Oh, it was the king. The king. That's why he survived that hit. 63 damage. Nice. And there we go. Few the participants. Oh, a champion fighter is a final competitor. So this is going to be interesting. Hopefully we get a good equipment. Yes, a sword and a shield. That's fine. And he has an axe. Yeah, well, that's not ideal because his axe is more better than against our shield. But with more range. There we go. Woohoo! It was close. There we go. Just playing it safe. Okay, there we go. You have won the tournament of Dublin. You're filled with pride as the crown and shields your name. In addition to honor, fame, and glory, you earn a prize of 200 pennigans. Moreover, you earn 3,980 pennigans for clever bets placed on yourself. Well, of course. And now let's visit the hall. Join the symbol, and yeah, that's a pretty stiff party going on here. Ah, there's the king. Do I know you? I'm Harald Bluetooth. I'm Connor Ragnarsson, the ruler of Kingdom of Leyland and Lord of Dublin. Your fame runs before you. Perhaps it is time that you saw the liege worthy of your valor. I wish to welcome you to my hall on this auspicious occasion. Now what is it? Actually, I would like to ask for permission to recruit a man in your land. Well, I've come to know you, and it pleases me to allow it. Therefore, I hereby give notice that man. If a man wants to join, he will be free to do so, provided as ever that he is free of commitments to another lord. And maybe you have any tasks for me. I'll deliver a letter. No, sorry. I have better things to do. But that's another bonus from participating in the tournament and joining his symbol. He likes us a little bit. And we're now allowed to recruit in the city, which is great because we get 10 men straight away. And since our relation with the city is already improved because we won at least one tournament here, this is also a bonus. So I also always try to improve my relations with Dublin to 100 because it's a very strategic port. It's a Norse settlement in the midst of England and the Irish factions, and thus it is a very geostrategic important location for us if we want to play as a Viking and recruit Viking warriors. So I think we have enough for Ireland for this time. We should head back to England and see what it holds in store for us. Maybe looking for some caravans. Woohoo, Vikings! Yeah, why not? Sure. You have no chance against us. Surrender now, or we'll kill you all. We'll fight you to the end. Not too worried about that one. As always, go for the flank. Always go for the flank. Doesn't matter if it's... Oh, no! Change of plans. We have a second ship now. We have to stay... We should try to stay together. And our other ship goes for the right flank. So we are trying to stay with these guys to minimize our losses. There is no reason to split up our forces more than we have to. We can control the ships, but the controls are pretty limited. So the best thing you can do is actually do nothing. Just let them do their own thing. At least in my opinion. Now we're dodging these guys. Probably bring in a couple of spears onto the target. Try to sandwich these guys, and then they will catch up to us. Well, that's perfectly fine. I want them to catch up. Charge! Ouch! Damn you! try to get into the... Damn it. Try the axe instead. Shit, I didn't see that guy. Ah, that's not my day. Getting hit way too often. Yeah, definitely the axe. Definitely the axe. Last man standing. And I'm out of spears. Damn it! And stuck on a knorr. That's bad. Well, then we take care of him. And there we go. 5 men lost. Ah, what a pity. What a pity indeed. We can actually recruit the X-Men. Oh, nice. I should have gone for the take a look first option in these guys, it seems. They have some... Yeah, another big hand axe. Those are the good ones. The ones we already use as well. I like to give those to the companions. Those are definitely the good ones. Yeah. Much, much better than the one you have. Cracked helmet. 46. Sure, we can give him a better helmet. Those are actually not that great. There's a thick Norse Gambison we got. Nice, not bad. Does anyone need that one? Actually upgrade these guys. Now they already have... I think you can... where's the thick one? No, didn't we have a thick one? There, 33. It's pretty much the same, but it looks better. Looks better on her. And we have a little bit of better helmet. Yeah, I mean, that's not really worth the investment, but yeah, it's a little bit counts. And we got wounded. We got wounded in battle. I really didn't fight well today. So we have to have... Oh yeah, right. We're hostile with win it. That's not going to work. Oh, wait. Oh, 108. Oh, yeah, that's a little bit too much. I thought it was 80. I thought it was 80. No, I've completely overlooked the one in front of the numbers. So we have to find a port or the city where we can enter, and I need to take care of my wound because I got wounded in the face. We have to take care of that wound. We definitely need to find a village, a city, a healer, basically. And of course, try to capture some more merchantmen. Do we actually have any quests right now? Yeah, we still have a tax collection quest. Well, I'm afraid he's not going to get his money back. The storyline conquest. Yeah, the children of this, the assassination quest, basically. But we're not taking care of that one right now. We can do that later on. So we have no really any pressing issues or matters for the points, so we can just do what we want. We're heading for Cardiff because that should still be a friendly port. Didn't mess up the relations with these guys, and we're not going to do so because we need the port, right? We need to stay. We have to have a couple of friendly ports where we can do business. For now, at least. Once we have our own cities, we don't really worry about that much anymore. But for now, we have to stay friendly with a couple of people. We can afford to be hostile to everybody. And let's actually stroll through town. I'm not sure where the weaponsmith, the healer is here. It's quite a nice town. Perfect for a sea attack. Oh, and a named weaponsmith. Those guys have special weapons as well. Might want to keep that in mind as well. And let's see, I don't think that this is the healer, but maybe it's a shipwright. Gonna actually go for to the merchant as well. Maybe a few items. Perhaps sell you some. Sure, because we have a little bit of stuff to sell. After all, I'm going to sell the wool for now. I'm not going to head back to Ireland anytime soon. Fine, 3,000 penningas. That's not half bad. And let's see if we find a healer. Otherwise, we'll have to continue to another city. But we only have 1 week time. I mean, it's a lot of time, but we must keep it in mind. If we don't take care of the wound, we will lose 1 stat point permanently, and that's not good. And by the way, I just remember there's another interesting site in Wales we like to visit when we are currently in Wales, so we might as well. Now let's leave for now. We can go to the next city and then we head to the ancient stones over there. Right, we cannot go to Gwilmsik. We leave the ships here and we continue by foot and head for Brytenwalda or something close, resembling close to that. I'm quite sure it is not the correct pronunciation. And unless I want to see what these guys have in store. Maybe we find... oh, we have a horse. That's good. So we can actually move a little bit faster. And that is quite the fortress. For British terms. I mean, yeah, of course. But that's a narrow gap right there, if I ever see one. If you want to attack that one, good luck with that. Good luck with that. Yep, there is the healer. Oh, Lord, what do you need? I need to tend to my heavy wounds. You have serious injuries. Well, curing mother charge 150 penningas for my walk. Here you have 150 penningas. Now, cure my wounds. I shall do my best, sir. Fetch hot iron and pliers. Very well. Now that we've taken care of that, we can actually... Oh, who is that? Hello, traveler. Will you join me for a drink? Certainly! Well, do I have a pleasure to do drinking? I'm Morgan from Boswing. However, I'm exiled from my homeland for now. For as long as anyone can remember, our family has feuded with another nearby clan. Many men have died in this fight on both sides, including 2 of my brothers. The king of Cornubia ordered us to cheese, but I know my rights, and my brother's blood cries out for vengeance. I waylaid and killed an enemy on the mountain path and I rode out for a halt to the same night without even having a chance to bid farewell to my father. I was later told that the king exiled me and revoked my noble rights. I'm now a condemned, roam the world, forever banished from my homeland and my kin. So as a man robbed from his heritage and opportunities to earn a living with my sword would be most welcome. That's the spirit! I might be able to offer you something. Well, that's the most generous offer. I shall betray you so long, of course, as you do not do your duty to be by feeding me and paying me and not dragging my miserable hide into a battle that there is a chance of winning. Well, to respect me and I shall be the best warrior. Certainly. Those are my obligations to every man under my command. Thank you. Now to seal off your agreement, I ask for 400 penningas from you so I can adequately equip myself with armor and weapons necessary to fill my obligations to you. Well, certainly, here's 400 penningas, then your first payment. Good. Give me a few moments to prepare and I will be ready to move. We have gathered another companion. Oh, and he has 9 looting. Very nice. That's coming in handy. If you know what I mean. Now let's continue north, because I'd like to visit the stones. And perhaps the quarry to get rid of some prisoners. Ooh, there's some Vikingers. Yeah, meh, small party. I don't bother to fight that in the night. Stay focused. See if we can. Now we cannot enter it yet. We have to wait a couple of minutes until it is morning. We can enter the quarry and get rid of some prisoners because they slow us down. It's actually not that wise to keep them while we're traveling. For they're worth not much, and speed is of the essence. Are you the foreman? Yes. I want to sell all this slaves. Yes, fine. Like I said, 200 penny guys, that's not really worth the fuss. So let's refrain from capturing these guys in the future. Okay, we're not in hostile land. Gwilnizing is hostile to us, so we have to be a little bit careful. For the lords will try to capture us. So we must not run into these guys for the time being, unless we can take them. Well, let's investigate these ancient stones. Before you lies a strange place that seems to emanate a mystical energy from the past. Enter. Not far away on the top of the hill, to see several stone circles of the ancients. You imagine you can feel the magic at this side as a bit of the colder religion of the Celts still struggles to survive. Are interesting indeed. Who is this? Druid. Welcome, my lord. I'm a priest of the old gods. Do you know them? Certainly not. Men are forgetting them. Now they worship Christ. They were other gods in the land before the arrival of the Christians. I have read and heard the stories of our elders have restored the worship here. Tell me about your gods. Our gods came largely from two families, the children Don and the children of the Lur. Don was the goddess of the sky and Lur was the goddess of the sea, and Don is known as the Big Mother. Among her children were the god Gwydion and the goddess Ironrod. Gwydion was the god druid, a master of illusion and fantasy. He was a friend and helper of mankind, a constant fighter against the powers of the underworld realm of Anvan. Ironrod, called the Silver Circle, bore two sons, Dylan and Lilu. Dylan had a great affinity for the sea and swam as well as the best fish in the ocean. It is said that the waves of Britannia wept for Dylan at his death. Ironrod had a poor bonds with her adult son Lilu, and his care was left largely to Gwydion. Muff, the brother of goddess of dawn, was a master of magic and Gwydion teacher of spells. Do you want to make a sacrifice to the old gods? I warn you that they are fickle. Yeah, sure. Whatever you say. Want to make a sacrifice? I will give you 4,000 Coningans for the expenses of your ceremony. Yes, bring the money. Well, let me think. So far, I haven't had to do anything serious. I used to slay these wretched beggars and enjoy their screams. The druid summons his followers, they surround you, they begin to challenge in a language you do not understand. The druid swings from the side to side with a cruel smile, a huge knife in his hands. When you open your eyes again, you receive the blessing of the gods and goddesses. Maybe it just be your imagination, but you feel smarter. The druid pronounces your name and opens the throat of a prisoner tied to the post with a ritual knife. You close your eyes. Interesting. And as a matter of fact, we gain a point of intelligence. Well, that paid off. Very nice indeed, and we can increase our learning, our tradership. Perfect. Who would have thought? Now let's head back to our ships. And see if we can catch some Gwilnizing parties on the way. Well, I mean, some we can handle. 250 is... yeah, a little bit too much. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a wee bit. And there's some Viking here. Ah, sure.
Everything has a price. Even your life. Why, there's not been another traveler. Chance meet up on the road. I should warn you. Country here is a mite dangerous for a good man like you. But there's some small donation, my boys, and I'll take sure get right away to the destination, eh? I'll give you nothing but cold steam, you scum.
Well, we can still not recruit them. I think we have to have a larger party size and definitely more men to basically intimidate them to join us. But they make good target practice, and of course, we have a chance to get decent equipment. For we will wait for them here because the terrain there is quite steep and I do not want to fight uphill. So let's wait for them here. Right here. Yeah, they should come across that hill in a split second. And we're actually going for a shield wall. But we try to minimize the losses, stay together, we outnumber them, but they have a couple of elite warriors in their ranks. So we definitely don't want to waste our men. After all, we paid quite a few penningas to get the elite warriors. Let's come up a little bit to our right. They're coming without formation, so it will trickle in. And actually move them a little more to the right. It's kind of hard to place them properly. The larger it gets, the worse it gets. But we have to deal with it. Oh, god damn it! I'm just trying. That's a little bit of a problem. If I try to give an order, I have to, you know, drop my shield, and right in that moment they got me again. So we are hurt again. God damn it, you! Basically, I try to preserve the spears, the throwing spears, so we have a couple more. Once they get closer. Yeah, that's an elite one. He's actually attacking faster than me. Okay, you can definitely see the advantage of the axe. Even though the range is limited, the damage I put against the armored foes is much greater. Because it can pierce through the armor. Sadly, I cannot call for my horse, and we have to basically chase him off the map, which is not going to happen. We're not fast enough, so let's not bother with that. Can't believe it got hurt again. That's something which is a problem. If you try to command the forces, I have to drop my guard. Basically, or actually, let's see if I can. No, it actually works with the shield up. We have to have the shield up in order to protect yourself. Then you can give the orders. But we have to keep it in mind. Because in Blood Eagle, the throwing skill of many units is increased considerably, and thus throwing spears are very dangerous indeed. We have to be very careful to not get hurt, like we just did, especially if they're closing in. Take a first claim on the loot, because we want to have a good look. Yeah, let's take those helmets. That will piss them off, but not that bad. Voila! Sovek needs to have a tongue cut out of her. What? And her back whipped hard. As far as I understand, she's but a woman, yet when I ordered her to fetch me a bowl and a fine stew last night, she refused and said I should get it myself. I was too tired to slap her properly for her impudence. So let it go, but so I let it go, but I will not tolerate such disrespect in the future. Solveig is a valuable member of a company. I don't want to pick any more fights with them. Yeah, that's going to be the problem, especially once we finish the storyline campaign. They will bicker back and forth, but they will not leave. But as soon as we run an Ascent mode campaign, they will leave if there's one more companion that they don't like, and there is not at least one in the party that they like. That's the worst feature of Mono Blade Warband. Seriously, the worst feature. Because you always miss at least one character and the whole thing is going to collapse. I hate it. And my usual solution is I simply mod the game and, and remove that dialogue. I probably will do that again. Depends on how it works, how it plays out. But I don't want to deal with it. Seriously, that's the worst of it. Enough of the bickering. Let's head back to the city because we need to actually take care of another wound because we got hurt again. Very annoying. We gained a level. We could increase the agility, but we're already at where is the weapon master skill? It is already 7, so we would have to increase it even more to 16 in order to increase the weapon master one more, so that's not going to happen. We may want to invest in charisma to increase our leadership. That would be an option. We may want to increase our intelligence because we want to be able to read the books. The better books require 9 intelligence at least, so we're quite close to that as well. But I'm going to hold off to all of this because, yeah, I want to weigh the options. We don't have to increase it right now. And thus, we will be able to manage it properly. Yeah, right. Let's head for the physician. We know where he is, right there. Again, we're already back. And now I think we had to Cardiff.
We'll have LP. Whoa, look at this. You best start carving up some silver, friend, or
Me and my balls will break at you. Well, they leave me no options. Not really. So let's take care of these guys. We actually could buy us a decent long spear so we can use it on a horse. Thing is, in Mountain Blade, Warband, in Viking Conquest in general, horses do not take a lot of hits, and thus the classical horse charge is not really an option. You have to be very careful, especially with these guys, for they have very high throwing skill, and I think one hit, yeah, maybe 2 hits to the head of the horse and you're on foot. Thus, you would have to, damn it, their skill is so high, I can't even dodge the spears if I'm too close. It's not impossible. Usually that's what I would do, basically lead, make them use all the spears, the throwing spears, and then you could go in for a melee charge. But they are too good, too highly skilled. So let's get off that horse and do what we do best. Very careful. God damn it, stop killing my man. Bastard. Shit. It's hard to tell them apart sometimes. And those are allied warriors. 6 man, yeah, that really hurts. That really hurts. No, we're not going to capture them. Well, actually, we can try to recruit them. That would be an idea. I couldn't avoid the battle because they were basically running right into us when we left the city, so there was no option to dodge them, really. But yeah, we should avoid such fights. Because that 6-man, that hurts. That really hurts. We could actually try to recruit them. Yeah, they're not going to join. We can basically, a good trick is once we have a hideout, we can recruit them and then store them in the hideout, because there's a good chance they will run away in the night when we recruit them. So we have to make no, sorry, that's the wrong one. We can store them in the hideout, and those they will not be able to run away, and we can basically keep them. That's a nice little trick I learned. Let's sell all this crap here. And let's actually give the helmets to our companions, because they are better quality. A little bit. Not that much, but every point counts. Yeah, definitely better. And then we can sell the other stuff. By the way, we still have some gear here. Yeah, we make it like this and that. We keep that for now. We may want to get rid of that one. Maybe. Oh, let's keep it for now. Okay, let's sail from port and continue to our travels. We want to go around the coast. Basically go on a strive to the Norse kingdoms, Denmark and Norway, and establish enterprises, at least 2. Capture a couple of merchant caravans on the coast, and then probably continue the storyline campaign for... Oh, what is this? Yeah. They don't like Morgant, really. That's going to be an issue. That is really going to be an issue in the long run. Once we finish, like I said, the storyline campaign. For they will leave, right? And if you leave lose an important character, like... with high skill, you're really relying on this character, and you lose him, it pretty much breaks the game. It's terrific. It's horrible. It's truly horrible. And usually I'm using one of the most important ones, and then you lose another one because you lose him because he liked exactly that character. Ah, let's head for this trader. So I'm most likely going to basically cheat and edit a text file, and then they're not going to leave anymore, and problem solved. I can actually show you what I'm going to do, but right now it's not of an issue. But as soon as we finish the storyline campaign, they will be able to leave, and yeah, don't want to deal with that. So let's capture that merchant man. Take care of this business. Damn it. Still not entirely sure, but I'm wobbling too much around. Leave some for me, man. Damn it. I hate it. Simply cannot get there in time. Well, lucky for us, they were all gathered up. We captured or taken a couple of men, and we get 4 Northmen. Perfect. Perfect. Share the loot, how is it common? Yeah, nothing special. Actually, pretty poor caravan. Meh. Nevertheless, we're making profit along the way. Great. All right, let's continue on our travels. But we're going to make a break here. We are going to continue our travels towards the Norse kingdoms and do some business there. In the next episode, we will head for Denmark. Thanks for watching. If you like what you see, don't forget to like and subscribe, and see you soon.